ओम हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ तपोभिः क्षीणपापानां शान्तानां वीतरागिणां मुमुक्षूणामपेक्षोऽयम् आत्मबोधो विधीयते। Verse number 25. आत्मनः सच्चिदंशश्च आत्मनः सच्चिदंशश्च बुद्धिर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयम् बुद्धिर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयम् संयोज्य च विवेकेन संयोज्य च विवेकेन जानामीति प्रवर्तते जानामीति प्रवर्तते। Adi Shankaracharya ji has clearly mentioned in 24th verse that Atma is Satchidananda Swarupa. Sat means Nirvikari. Chit means Asangaha, not attached to anything. Anandaha, full and complete. Purnada. And Shankaracharya has given 3 examples. Like the Prakasha. The light is the nature of the sun. Heat is the nature of the fire. And coolness is the nature of the water. Similarly, by Swarupa, Atma is Satchidananda Swarupa. Now, if Atma is Nirvikari, as a Chaitanya, Atma is Asanga, never attached to anything. So now the question is, in our transactions, Nano Atma Nirvikari Ched Ahamidam Janami Ityadi Vyavaraha Katham Siddheta. So the question is, if Atma is Nirvikari Chaitanya, Sat Swarupa, then how can I have transactions? How can I have this experience of I know? Look at this. This body is made up of Panchamahabhuta, and therefore this body is Jana. Only because of the skin all over body, we have the sensation of that this body is Chaitana. Intellect also is what? It is made up of the Sattvic Panchamahabhuta, and therefore it is also inert, jad. So then how can I have this experience? I know, adaham janami. Look at this. I know this is book, I know this is computer, I know this is flower, I know this is sun, I know this is galaxy. Look at this. So this transaction called I know, how can you prove it, Siddheta? Because if Atma is Chaitanya Swarupa, there is no I know or I don't know. There is no ignorance or there is no knowledge in Chaitanya. And where there is no ignorance, there is no knowledge, it is a Shuddha Chaitanya, pure consciousness. How can you have this I know, understand? And therefore, in next 25th verse, Shankaracharya is answering that question. Atmanaha Satchidamshascha. Okay. The Atma's Sat Swarupa, Amsha here means not part, understand. Don't translate it as a part, not a portion. It's not that one portion of Atma is Sat Swarupa, one portion of Atma is consciousness, and one part of Atma is Ananda. Understand? Here Amsha means not portion or part of the Atma. Amsha means that particular aspect of the Atma. The Sat Swarupa Atma, the Chit Swarupa Atma. Buddhir Vruttihi iti. There are constantly new thoughts are born in our mind. No mind is free from the thought. Only when we go to sleep, that means when the buddhi goes to sleep, that time only there is no thought. Even samadhi in Nirodha, it's not there is absence of the thought. If we read this original Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there he has talked, there are different types of the samadhis are there. So there also very, very clearly it is mentioned that there is a flow of the thoughts. But we know that it is the quality of the mind. It has nothing to do with the Chaitanya Swarupa. So never get into this. That one day I will have a meditation, one day I will have a samadhi, and there won't be any thought in the mind. Don't get into this. Even the person who is wise, there are thoughts in his mind. Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohame vacham pandava. Look at this. When Bhagavan is describing, Arjuna asked, what is the characteristics of Gunatita? The person who has crossed this, who has seen himself completely different than, Atita means completely different than these three gunas, Sattva, Raja and Tama. What Bhagavan says? Though in the mind there is a Sattvika Vritti, there is a Rajasika Vritti, there is a Tamasika Vritti. That means what? In the mind of the wise person also, these different types of the thoughts are arising. It's not all the time in his mind also, all the time he is Sattvika. No. Understand? So there is a possibility of all three kinds of the thoughts in the mind of wise person also. But na dveshti sampa, when this kind of the thoughts are arising, he doesn't have any dislikes towards them. And he's not trying to reject this. Na dveshti sampa. Pravrutti means the rising of these different types of the thoughts. He's not rejecting them. He's not disliking them. Not only that, nivrittim na kankshati, he's not desiring to remove this kind of the thought. Means all kind of the thoughts are arising in the mind. Whether person is a gnani, person is a wise person or ignorant person. All the time, different types of the thoughts are arising in the mind. You understand? Now, when the thoughts are arising constantly, what happens? Buddhehe vruttihi iti dvayam. There are two other. Atma, which is nirvikari chaitanya, satchit swarupaha, and buddhi vritti, the thought of the intellect. What happens? Sanyojya cha avivekena. Because of the indiscriminations, they are both combined. Understand? Sanyojya. They mix up. And then we say, I know, janami iti pravartate. Look at this. So when these two are separate, still, because of the not having enough discriminations, the person is going to take it as what? I know. Look at this. Swami Chinmayanandaji, no? He's having amazing thought, amazing way of presentations. So somebody asked same thing. That Swamiji, if Buddhi is the faculty to know, why I say I know? So Chinmayanandaji said that aviveka, because of the aviveka, what is aviveka? So Chinmayanandaji said, if suppose somebody complete his graduations, he got his PhD degree, or he become the doctor, then you go and congratulate the person. So when you are congratulating the person, to whom are you congratulating? You are congratulating this body? No. This body is, we are not, when I say congratulations to somebody, I'm not congratulating his body. I'm not congratulating his senses. I'm congratulating his knowledge. But when I'm congratulating somebody's knowledge, Chinmayanji says, because the knowledge is in the buddhi, you don't open the skull and say, hi, congratulations, brain. You don't do that. Do you understand? You don't cut somebody's skull. Hey, brain, now you're a doctor. Congratulations. No. You shake the hand. Understand? You shake the hand with the person. Say congratulations. Why? Because you are congratulating that person. Which person? Janami, I know. But in reality, Buddhi has this knowledge. But we congratulate the person. The person who says, I know, Janami, pravartate. Pravartate means this is how we are transacting in the world. Though these two are completely opposite to each other. Atma is Chaitanya Swarupa, Buddhi is a Jada. Understand? Though this kind of the combination is, that's why Chinmayanji used to have one word, unholy combination. Unholy combination. Jad and Cheta cannot combine. Still, Sanyojya, Avivekena. There is a non-discrimination, is there? No viveka. Not proper understanding. So, then this identifying with the buddhi Because of the identity. Sanyoja means identification. It's not that there is a real sanyoga. There is no real saying. There is no real mixturing is there. There is no real combination is there. That's why Sanyoja means what we have to take. The person is superimposing the buddhi on the Atma, on the self. And think, I know. To know is what? Superimposition. Adhyaropaha. And therefore Shankaracharya says, all this superimposition is there is because of the not having enough viveka. So, avivekena, because of the aviveka, the person thinks, I know. So, why do you say this? Why do you say this is unholy combination? Why do you say it is a superimposition? Why don't you take it as yes, I know. Let it be so. Let it be so, I know, that's fine. No, it's not fine. Understand? See, certain things are so common in this world that it is taken as a taken for granted. I study, I graduated, I got the job, I start the business, I got married, I have children. This is common. And so we don't question these things. Everything is taken for granted. We don't think. Similarly, why you are splitting the hair? Okay, I know, finish it. So, now in next verse, Shankaracharya is clarifying this whole thing. Why you say it is aviveka? Why you say there is absence of the viveka? Why are you splitting this hair? So, next, he is clarifying this whole issue of I know. Next verse, 26. आत्मनो विक्रिया नास्ति बुद्धिर्बोधो न जात्वपि जीवः सर्वमलं ज्ञात्वा कर्ता द्रष्टेति मुह्यति आत्मनः विक्रिया नास्ति. There is no vikara, there is no modifications, there is no change whatsoever in Atma. Atma is a nirvikari, vikriya rahita. Buddhehe bodha na jatu api. For the buddhi, you cannot say this is the knowledge in buddhi. Buddhe bodha na jatu api. Buddhi knows that also you cannot say. This is the knowledge of the buddhi. Buddhe of the buddhi, of the intellect. Bodha, knowledge. Atma is nirvikari and buddhi is what? Jada. Therefore, in inert, in jada, there cannot be say that there is a knowledge. See, I always tell. If we remember these two things clearly, we never get into the trap with all this Neo-Vedanta. The first thing is, knowledge cannot be have the substratum in inert object. There cannot be knowledge in jada. The substratum, the adhisthana of the knowledge is always consciousness, chaitanya. You cannot say in this book, there is a knowledge and there is ignorance in the book. It is jada, understand? Inert object, there is no knowledge and there is no ignorance in the inert object. One. Similarly, There is no happiness or there is no sorrow in inert object. These two things we have to remember clearly. That knowledge, the substrate of the adhisthana of the knowledge and the happiness is always consciousness, cannot be inert. And therefore Shankaracharya says, Buddhehe bodhaha najatu api. Not only that, there is no knowledge in the buddhi. Understand? Because buddhi is inert. Atma is consciousness, but is a nirvikari. There cannot be changes in the Atma. Then what? Jiva sarvamalam gnatva. This is called unholy combination. Jivaha. Jiva means what? In Sanskrit, they say soul. Atma is self, understand? Who is Jiva? Jiva is the one who has identified with this body, mind, sense complex and take this body, mind, sense complex as I is called Jiva. And because he has identified with this body, mind, sense complex, what happens? Gnatva karta drashta iti muhyate. Because of the identification with this body, he thinks, I am the karta, I am the doer. Because of the identification with the eyes, I am the seer, drashta. Because of the identification with the ears, it says what? I am the listener. Because of the identification with the speech, I am the speaker. So, this Jiva, who has taken the body, mind, sense complex as I, he is experiencing all these things. I am the doer, I am the knower, I am the seer. We already saw karta, drashta, shrota, manta, vignata, all this we saw. So from the standpoint of Atma, there is no karta. But karta is not separate from the Atma. The existence of the karta is the existence of the self. But self is not the karta. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, this identity, because of the ignorance of the self, because of the ignorance of the real nature of the self, this jiva has identified with this body, mind, sense complex. Dehendriyadikameva atmanam matva aham karta, aham bhokta, aham sukhi, aham dukhi, mama idam kshetram, idam mitram, idam kalatram. Once you identified with this body, all this comes. In English, when say I am, look at this. I is the consciousness, am is the existence, Sat. Satchid is called I am. That's it. We should stop at I am, but we can't. I am body, I am senses, I am father, I am mother, I am businessman, I am friend, I am happy, I am unhappy. It's called tail. It keeps on elongating. I am jiva, I am ignorant, I am knowledgeable. I am, that's it. Satchidamsha. We don't stop at this. And therefore, what happens? All this we include. This wealth belongs to me. This land belongs to me. This is my wife. Kalatram is wife. This is my wife. This is my son. This is my house. This is my father. This is my mother. Iti paribramati. This way he is what? Confused. This is the biggest confusion we have. Sarvam alam gnatva. Alam shabda. Sarvamalam is not the Sarvamalam, understand? Sarvamalam, it's not the Sarvamalam. Sarvam is all and malam means impurities. No. Sarvam alam gnatva. Look at it. So, endless. Alam means, sarvam alam means it's endless, extremely deluded. Endless. There is no end of this delusion. Keeps on adding something new in us. I am born, I am born, I am body. Once you say I am body, I am human being, I am man, I am woman, I am tall, I am black, I am white. Endless. From the standing of the body also, there are so many extremely delusions. From the standing of senses also the same thing. From the standing of the mind also it's there. Endless. Sarvam alam gnat. Extremely deluded, this jiva, this soul, keeps on talking all these things. Karta hamiti, drashta hamiti. This is what? Mukhyati is a delusion. He is deluded completely. And therefore, this identification with this body, mind, sense complex creates the thought, I know, aham janami. Do you understand? Aham gnata, aham janami. I am the knower. Same way, I am the seer. So it's not only aham janami. All this kind of the thoughts that are there in our mind is because of the identification with this body. See, that's why I always tell people, every day, at least find out 5 minutes in your life. Just sit with yourself. No japa, no Vedanta, nothing. Just sit with yourself. We never give an appointment to ourselves. No meditation, understand? I'm not telling you do the meditation, you just sit quiet. No. Just be with yourself. We never give time to ourselves. Even this study Vedanta is good, but sometimes just give a break and just sit with yourself. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just enjoy yourself. I am. Do you understand? Just enjoy existence. Just enjoy your consciousness. Just sit quietly. Even after you finish your puja or japa, japa is over, puja is over, just 5-10 minutes you sit with yourself. No, Swamiji, you know what? So much haribari is there and children are shouting and then somebody is playing TV. It's okay. Externally, what is going on, let it be there. You just be with yourself. And nobody can stop this world. Nobody can change this world. Nobody can change your prarabdha also. But you have a free will. Karmani eva tava adhikara. You are given this free will. Use this free will. And sit with yourself. Give an appointment to yourself. Puja means you are giving appointment to Bhagwan. You are earning money, you are giving appointment to your family. You are doing social activity, you are giving appointment to this society. When are you going to give an appointment to yourself? Give an appointment to yourself. Just sit with, let it be there. Just sit there, even if open eyes, you sit quietly. Keep watching what is going on. No thought. No thought in the sense. You don't have to react in the mind, you know, why he is doing that. Why did he go early? Just sit with yourself. Whatever is going on around you, let it be there. And just sit. I'm telling you, if you start practicing this 5-10 minutes, you know, you will enjoy it because it's you. As everybody enjoys the mirror, seeing one's face, hair, eyes. This mistaken eye, if you can enjoy in the mirror, how can you not going to enjoy yourself sitting 5 minutes with yourself? Give your time to yourself. Just sit. I tell my students, just sit with yourself. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Once you see this, you will enjoy this. But don't do more than 10 minutes. It's not required. You just see how you are happy without all this. Then the same thought, same joy continue for a whole day. You will enjoy to be the doer. You will be enjoyed. You will be happy to be doer. You will be happy to listener. You will be happy to father also. But first yourself. As actor is enjoying all the roles, you will start enjoying every role. Once you sit with yourself. So, we don't have time for this. Muhyati, so much extremely deluded, extremely busy. Even though nothing is there to be done, still their mind is always remembering something. We are always engaged. Never free from all this. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, why we are not free? Because we are extremely deluded with all these thoughts. So much identification is there. That means there is identification with this body, mind, sense complex is there. Jivaha, sarvam, alam, gnatva. But why this identification? If I am Satchit Swarupa, see, this thought should come to your mind. That if you are Satchit Swarupa, you are Nirvikari, then how come there is identification with the body? Not only that, not only the identification is there, this kartutva, bhoktrutva, aham sukhi, aham dukhi is so directly known, pratyaksha. It's everybody's experience, direct experience of everyone. I am man, I am woman, I am working, I am businessman. This is a direct experience of everyone. Bhoktrutva, sukhi, dukhi, pratyakshatvad, anya kartrukam, karma phalasya. I am the doer, I am performing this action, I am the bhokta, I am the enjoyer of the result of this action. It's not that I perform action and somebody is going to enjoy the result. I am performing the action, I am the karta, I am the bhokta. This is all pratyaksha. Directly known to everyone. Then why are you telling this? Why do you say Mushyati? See, when in Gujarati we have this saying, I have identified with this body. He has also identified with this body. This person also has identified with this body. So everybody's experience are the same. Then why are you questioning this experience? When everybody is experiencing same way, like this is orange cloth. So when I say orange fabric, it's a fabric for everyone. It is orange for everyone. So we don't say, oh, no, this is green for me. No. Somebody can say, no, I take this as a blue color. Everybody equally, same way, experiencing that this is orange color. This is cloth. Same way, everybody says, I am body, I am karta, I am bhokta, I am sukhi, I am dukhi. So why are you telling this is a delusion? Take it as a normal. Why you are questioning this? So why you are having this saying that they are extremely deluded? No, there is no delusion. It's a common experience. Even though it is a common experience, it is not real. Understand now? Now we have to question the reality. It's beautiful. What is the reality? We need to question the reality. When everybody is experiencing this is orange cloth, we can question this also. Listen to this properly. Though it is a common experience, it is everybody's experience, still we can question this. So this is Vedanta. No, Swamiji, what is the question here? It's orange. No. In the school, all of us has studied this. We were taught this clearly in our school. There are 7 colors in the sunlight. Therefore, we see this rainbow. It's a prism effect. The sunlight, when goes through the prism, it gets divided into 7 colors. Even at home also you can see this. Get one prism. And then when the sunlight and any light goes through it, it gets divided into 7 colors called rainbow. In English, you call vibgyor. So violet is there, blue is there, indigo is there, green color is there, yellow color is there, orange color is there, and red color, vibgyor. In Gujarati, we say lana pili vanija. The same thing. First word, first letter of the letter of the color. So that means what? Color belongs to the light. Clear? If color belongs to the light, we already saw previously. Color belongs to the light. Can I say this is orange cloth? This cloth has a capacity to reflect the red and yellow rays and absorb the blue rays, and that's why we see this as an orange cloth. When I say this is green, that means what? It reflects the yellow and blue color rays, therefore it looks green. It absorbs the red color. This is yellow, that means it is absorbing red and blue. This paper has a capacity to absorb the red and blue rays. It reflects only yellow. Therefore, this entire world is colorless. What color it reflects looks that color. You understand? That means what? Though we say this is a common experience that this cloth is orange, this cloth is not orange. Clear? Though everybody is experiencing sunrise, though everybody is experiencing sunset, though everybody is experiencing the blueness of the sky, doesn't mean it is true. It's not real. That's why I said this is a reality. We are talking now about the reality, satta. What is the reality? What is a tattvam? The reality is what? Reality is that everything in this world is colorless. Only the color, what the light of the light, the ray of the light is reflecting, you take it as a color. Even when you see this beautiful peacock leaf, even when you see beautiful butterfly, there are so many colorful butterflies out there. But if you see this, if you find somewhere, you go to the garden, you find somewhere small piece of that, the wing of the butterfly. Take it home and see. It is made up of the tiny, tiny crystals. And the crystals are arranged in such a way that it reflects particular light. All these crystals are transparent, colorless crystals are there on the wing of this butterfly. And they are arranged in particular way. They are in particular shape and particular way they are arranged. There's no color on the wing of the butterfly. It's only reflection of the light. Understand? Same way, though everybody is experiencing, I am karta, I am bhokta, I am man, I am woman, I am old, I am young, it's fine. That doesn't mean it becomes the reality. Do you understand now? That's why Anubhava, the experience is one thing and the knowledge is completely different. Knowledge talks about the reality. Knowledge has nothing to do with what you experience. We have to have very clear understanding the difference between the experience and the knowledge. We take experience as knowledge. No. Experience is one of the knowledge, but knowledge is not experience. Knowledge is that sun is not rising. Experience is that sun is rising. Do you understand? The reality. We have to go to the reality of the self, reality of this world. Therefore, this next verse, Shankaracharya is discussing about the reality of this world. Whatever is your experience is experience. We are not against any experience. But we are questioning the reality of the experience. I am karta, I am bhokta, I am sukhi, I am dukhi, I am man, I am woman, I am born, I am going to die. I am ignorant, I am knowledgeable, I am very quiet, I am very angry, I am very emotional, I am very practical. So many things we think about ourselves. And therefore, why do you say extremely deluded? Because we are not seeing the reality. If we see the reality, then knowledge, let it be there. Let there be a rising sun. We enjoy that. Let there be a blue sky. We enjoy that. Vedanta is not against the experience. Vedanta is the one which is analyzing your experience and make you see the reality of the experience. Therefore, the next verse, Shankaracharya talks about it, the verse number 27. Rajju sarpavadatmanam, Rajju sarpavadatmanam, Jivam gnatva bhayam vahet, Jivam gnatva bhayam vahet, Naham jivah paratmeti, Naham jivah paratmeti, Gnataschennirbhayo bhavet, Gnataschennirbhayo bhavet. Rajju sarpavad. Exactly like the snake which is superimposed on the rajju, on the rope. What happens? Atmanam jivam gnatva. You are the self. The self is being understood as a jiva, soul. You take yourself as what? Jiva. Then what happens? Bhayam vahe. And then every moment we are what? Insecure. We are experiencing so much fear in our mind. Bhayam vahet means what? So much insecurity is there. So much fear is there. Even small thing happens in the life, we become so much insecure. Something change, we are insecure. Why? Atmanam jivam gnatva. The self is taken as jiva, as a soul. One becomes so much subject to fear. And therefore, now what happens? Now what we have to do? Naham jivaha. I am not jiva. Then who am? Paratma iti. Para. Para means what? Not para means beyond, understand? Not supreme. Forget about this word. Not beyond, not supreme. All the people have started using such a wrong words. And that has given such a wrong understanding in the mind of the people. Para doesn't mean supreme, para doesn't mean beyond. You see all these translations. Para means what? Desha kal vastutaha aparichinnaha para. That which is not limited by space, time, or object. No spatial limitation is there, no time bound is there, no object limitations. That's called para. Para or param, both are there. Paramatma. Paramatma means what? That is a limitless Atma. No limitation of time, no limitation of the space, no limitation of the object. That's called Paramatma. Param, limitless, total, whole, Purnata. Param means Purnata, Paripurna. So, as a jiva, you have taken yourself as a limited being. I am body means what? Swamiji used to tell, if you take yourself as a body, what you are is nothing. What you are not is infinite. If you say I am body, if you say you are body, then what? You are not this cloth, you are not this table, you are not this computer, you are not this wall, you are not this home, you are not this state, you are not this. What you are not is infinite. What you are is such a limited. Not even a drop of ocean you are. Once you are such a limited being, fear is going to be there. You cannot avoid fear, being limited. Infinity is in very tiny, understand? Not even droplet of the ocean you are, if you say I am body. Look at this. entire creation. Look at this whole universe. They say that this telescope, Hubble telescope, that's the greatest creation is the Hubble telescope, because it has given the knowledge of this entire universe. Beyond this solar system, it has given the knowledge of this creation. Now, James, what this telescope is working. And they have found out the farthest star. Still, we are not sure whether it is a star or a galaxy. But the farthest source of the light, 13 million light years. Just now count it. This huge universe. In that huge universe, you take yourself as body, mind, sense. Over. Bhayam vahed. You will be subject to the fear. And therefore, now what we have to do? Naham jivaha. I am not jiva. Paratmeti. I am limitless consciousness. I am pure consciousness. I am non-changing consciousness. Nirbhaya bhavet. May you be fearless, knowing yourself as the limitless consciousness. Just see us. I am Sat Swarupa. I am Chit. You have to see us. You have to tell yourself that you are consciousness, you are Sat Swarupa, you are Chit Swarupa. And therefore, how? Rajju Sarpavata. It's exactly like the Rajju Sarp. When the rope is mistaken as the snake, there is a fear. And that fear is expressed in our body. Body shaking. Even the fear is expressed through the eyes also, the fearful eyes. He's perspirating. His heartbeats are increased. There is no real snake there. Only mistaken snake is there. That mistaken snake also can create the fear in this body, mind, sense complex. Same way, though you are Paratma, if you take yourself as Jiva, you are going to be the subject to this fear. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, you have to tell yourself, Naham Jivaha. You have to tell yourself, you are not Jiva. Then who am I? Paratma iti. I am limitless self. Once you understand this, Nirbhayam bhave. May you free yourself from the fear by knowing that you are limitless, pure consciousness. So this is how we have to see ourselves. We have to have the real knowledge of the self, the reality of the self, that I am Para. Next we'll see 2. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari.
Hari Om, Mama.
Hari Om, Ima.
Hari Om, Swamini.
Hari Om to
Swamini,
everyone.
Swamini, I have a question for you,
Yes.
Swamini.
Yes.
Now, you say that pratyaksha means direct knowledge
Hmm.
and paroksha is indirect knowledge.
Yes.
So then why do you call Atma as a aparoksha?
Because it is neither pratyaksha nor paroksha. See, that which is not pratyaksha. Prati means in front of your senses. Like you are
Yes.
seeing me now, so I am pratyaksha. That which is not in front of your senses is called paroksha. Away. There, the meaning of the para is away. Away from the aksha means senses. That which is away from the senses, still you can know, it's called paroksha, indirect knowledge. But Atma is neither pratyaksha nor paroksha, and therefore it is called aparoksha. Clear? Now, what is aparoksha? The definition of the aparoksha is that aparoksha Atma means you don't have to use any pramana, means of knowledge to know yourself. I am. Aparoksha means no application, no employment of any means of knowledge. That is why Atma is aparoksha. Clear?
Yeah, so that means paroksha also you have no knowledge, but you when somebody says something, you bring it to your knowledge.
No. Suppose you see the fire on the mountain,
Yeah.
then you know there is a fire. Sorry, when you see the smoke on the mountain, what happens?
We know there's
The smoke is a pratyaksha, correct? Because
Yeah.
directly you are seeing the smoke. But because of the smoke, you can infer there is a fire. Why? Because without the fire, there cannot be smoke.
correct.
So the knowledge is that wherever there is a smoke, there is a fire. That knowledge is there with you. And therefore, seeing the smoke, you infer there is a fire. So it's a knowledge. It's a clear knowledge, understand? It's not something imaginary. It is a knowledge. We accept that knowledge. Suppose in this India, in the Bharat, if you are walking on the street, busy street, if you are walking, there are different types of the vehicles are there in Bharat. Nowadays, I'm not using word India. We have to stop using the word India. It is a Bharat, understand? Because these British people could not pronounce Sindh. That's why it become Ind. And the culture which is grown and the bank of this Sindhu river called Indic river. And that's become India, understand? India is a nonsense word. We have to use Bharat. Now start using Bharat.
Well said, Amma.
What is Bharat? Understand? Bha means knowledge, Prakash. The people, those who are reveling in the knowledge of Veda, is called Bharata. Understand? It's proud.
So aparoksha means Atma is aparoksha because we don't have the knowledge.
So when you come to Bharat, when you are walking on the road, there are different types of the vehicles are there. For any person who is in citizen of Bharat, hearing the sound knows which kind of the vehicle is behind me. He doesn't have to turn.
True.
Whether that is a scooter, whether it's an auto rickshaw, whether it is a car, whether it's a truck, whether it's a bus, just by the sound, you can know which kind of the vehicle. So it's a knowledge, it's a perfect knowledge. The sound is pratyaksha, the knowledge of bus or truck. The Swamiji used to make joke about that, you know, that there is a two-wheeler, it's called Rajdut. So Swamiji says, this Rajdut is a dangerous because this fellow is a dangerous fellow. So you have to move, you know, you have to stop. Whenever you see this Rajdut fellow, two-wheeler, bike, it is a bike.
Yeah,
Then you stop. Then Swamiji says, when there is a truck, is a Yamaduta. So you move away 6 feet away from that, because every truck fellow is a Yamaduta. But you don't have to turn and see whether it is a truck or bus. Just by sound, you can infer which kind of the vehicle it is, and it's a perfect knowledge. So Paroksha also is a knowledge, Pratyaksha also is a knowledge, but those knowledge, they are drashya, they are jada, inert. But when it comes to the aparoksha atma, when it comes to the aparoksha gnanam, it is you. Do you understand? So that means to know I am, I don't have to employ any means of knowledge. Because I am, therefore, I am the one who is employing this different pramana, different means of knowledge. And therefore, I am aparoksha atma. Clear? You are asking something. Go ahead.
I asked her this one. Now, I was just saying that, Pratyaksha and Paroksha are similar in the sense one has a knowledge and one is direct knowledge. The Aparoksha is something that we know but we don't know.
See, aparoksha means you already know. You are is known to you or not.
Yes, we are known to me.
You cannot have the knowledge of absence of yourself.
But
Is
Mataji,
there any time when you can have an experience that I am not? No.
No.
That's aparoksha. That's called aparoksha. Do you understand?
I see.
That's
Okay.
why aparoksha means self-evident, self-effulgent. It's a sort of siddha swaprakasha. So, aparoksha means you know that already, I am. Not only that, your conscious also is known to you. You cannot experience I am inert. Is there any time when you can experience I am jada, I am inert? No. So, Sat and Chit is known to you. That is called aparoksha. But what is missing in this Sat Chit? Paratma, that para, limitlessness. Sat means existence. That existence is limitless existence, but that existence we have limited by birth and death. This Chaitanyam, Chit, the consciousness, is known to me, but the consciousness is limited with this body. I'm not, the Swamini used to give example, with all these political leaders, when they win, then they have this huge crowd and they will say this win, they say this way. And always there will be some opposition will be there. So then suppose he shoot him, then what will happen? Suppose the bullet goes between these two fingers, then what? I'm saved. Why? This is me, this is me, this is not me. Do you understand the limitation of the consciousness? This is me, this is me, this is not me. That's a limitation. The consciousness is limited by this body, mind, sense, thought. Existence is limited between birth and death. So therefore, instead of telling I am Jiva, you have to say I am Paratma. I am limitless consciousness. Clear? That is called aparoksha gnana. To understand oneself as limitless consciousness, pure consciousness, non-changing, nirvikari consciousness is called aparoksha gnana. Clear?
Okay, understood, Swami.
Any more? Okay.
Yes, Swamini, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Now, Guru is Kshotriya, is it?
Correct.
What is the difference between this Guru and Brahmanishta?
See, in Mundaka Upanishad, this word comes. Once the person develops the vairagya towards this world, the person is mumukshu, means the person is desirous of moksha, and when he develops the vairagya, this passion towards the world, then what he should do? So Mundaka Upanishad says, Saguru meva vigachet, he should go to the Guru. Now, who is Guru? So Mundaka Upanishad gives the two adjectives, two visheshana for this Guru, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriya means what? The person who has studied under his or her teacher and now also continues the study of the Shastra. Shastram adhite iti Shrotriya. The person who has very clearly understood the scriptures through the teacher is called Shrotriya. Means he has a tool for teaching. The Shastra is a tool for teaching.
Okay.
That's called Shrotriya.
Okay.
Then there is another objective called Brahmanishta. One who has established into the nature of the self called Brahman. Now, from our standpoint, we can understand or we can see clearly whether the person is Shrotriya or not. But we cannot say whether person is Brahmanishta or not.
Okay.
Therefore, there are three possibilities are there. The person is Shrotriya, but yet not Brahmanishta. He is in the process of Brahmanishta, but not yet Brahmanishta. He is Shrotriya in the process of Brahmanishta. Second is, person is Brahmanishta, but not Shrotriya. Like Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, all of them, they were all Brahmanishta. But they didn't have a tool to teach because previous birth they had gained this knowledge, some pratibandhaka, some obstacles were there, and therefore they have taken this human body to clear that obstacles of prarabdha, and though they have established into the self, but because in this life they have not studied this Shastra with teacher, therefore they don't have the clear tool to teach. And therefore, they are Brahmanishta but not Shrotriya.
Okay.
Then there is a third possibility, Shrotriya and Brahmanishta both. And therefore, Swamiji used to tell that we cannot say who is Brahmanishta. Even Bhagavan also has to ask Arjun on 18th chapter, Arjun, did you understand what all I have taught you? In Kenopanishad also, 2nd chapter, teacher asks the students, did you understand what I'm talking? That means even teacher can't understand whether students has understood or not. And therefore, in 14th chapter, Shankaracharya, when Arjuna asked the quality of the Gunatita, Shankaracharya says, the characteristics of Gunatita is a Sasamvedya. Sasamvedya means I can know whether I know Brahman or not, but other cannot know. Therefore, when we look for the Guru in the world, we have to look for the Shrotriya. Now, who is Shrotriya? As I said, who has studied the scriptures under the qualified teacher. That teacher also is Shrotriya, understand? That's why we see the first prayer for us is what? Sadashiva Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. Our first salutation is not to Guru. First salutation is Guru Parampara, understand? And what is that Parampara? What is the tradition? You start with the Sadashiva. Arambha means the tradition which started with Sadashiva. In the middle, I know one Shrotriya Brahmanishta called Shankaracharya, and Asmad means under whom I am learning the scripture. This parampara, this tradition of the teacher, I do the salutation. Even in Bhagavad Gita also, 4th chapter, according to Sri Krishna, end of the 3rd chapter is the complete teaching. Because Arjuna asked the question, and that's why 4th, 5th, and 6th chapters continued. But according to the teaching, it is a complete. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd chapter is a complete teaching. And therefore, for the concluding this teaching, Bhagavan said, Evam parampara praptam Arjun, whatever I have taught you today is not something new. It's a neo, not neo Vedanta. Understand why? Imam Vivasvatam Proktavan. I taught the same knowledge to the son, Vivaswan. Son taught this to his son Manu. Manu taught this to his son Ikshvaku. Evam parampara praptam. Understand? So Bhagavan also is telling that this knowledge comes through the tradition, parampara. There is no Swayambhu Guru, understand? No, he meditated in Himalaya for 20 years and he was enlightened. Forget about it. We appreciate his austerity. We appreciate his tapasya. We do namaskara to his tapasya. But if you say by this he got enlightened, we don't accept that. Because the tradition has to be there. And therefore, what we have to look for is a Shrotriya Guru. That means he has studied under his teacher. His teacher also studied under his teacher. His teacher also studied under his teacher. Who is the first teacher? Bhagavan. I'm going to get the one nice, I'm working on that one. See, we have all three traditions. In Mundaka Upanishad is a Brahma. Brahmaji taught this to Angira taught it to Bharadwaja. Look at this tradition. This is a tradition. First two mantras are giving the tradition starting from Brahmaji. Same way, Vishnu Bhagavan also Parambara. Narayanam, Padmabhavam, Vashishtam, Shaktim Chatat, Putra Parasharam. That is a Narayana Parampara. Is the same way, Sadashiva Samarambam, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, that is the Shiva Parampara. Understand, all these three Paramparas are there and we have to look for the Parampara. If the person is from the tradition, he is a Shrotriya, means he's teaching, he's still studying the Shastra, he is a perfect person for us studying Vedanta. Am I clear? Any more questions?
Swamini.
Oh. Can we conclude?
Yes, Hari Om.
See you tomorrow.
Hari Om, Swamini.
Swamini.
Hari Om Swamini. Hari Om Swamini.